You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
New York City has just witnessed a truly historic political moment. Zohran Mamdani, a 34-year-old Democratic socialist, has been projected by multiple networks, including ABC News and NBC News, to become the next mayor of New York City. His victory not only reshapes the city's political landscape, but also marks a milestone, as he becomes the first Muslim and first South Asian-descended mayor in New York's long history. What makes Mamdani's win even more remarkable is how fast his rise has been. Just a year ago, he was a relatively unknown state assemblyman, barely registering in early polls. But over the past several months, he managed to build a massive grassroots movement across the city, inspiring younger and progressive voters while facing fierce opposition from political heavyweights. His campaign drew energy from people frustrated by rising living costs, housing struggles, and inequality. And Mamdani leaned heavily on that message of affordability and fairness. His victory came after a heated three-way race against former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who ran as an independent, and Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa. Cuomo had received late backing from former Mayor Eric Adams, and even a last-minute endorsement from Donald Trump. But that didn't stop Mamdani's momentum. NBC exit polls showed that Mamdani's support crossed racial and age divides, with strong backing from young voters and working-class New Yorkers across the city. In his campaign speeches, Mamdani talked about a city that works for everyone, not just the wealthies. He pledged to freeze rent on rent-stabilized units, provide universal childcare, create city-run grocery stores, and even make buses free. Policies that thrilled his base and alarmed critics who labeled him a radical socialist. His unapologetic stance on issues like Palestinian rights also made him one of the most polarizing figures in this election. Even as critics like House Speaker Mike Johnson accused Democrats of embracing big government socialism, Mamdani's supporters celebrated what they see as a generational and cultural shift in New York politics. For them, his win represents a move toward a more inclusive and people-centered city government. Andrew Cuomo, in his concession speech, congratulated Mamdani despite boos from his supporters, reminding them that this is not who we are. Curtis Sliwa, meanwhile, warned that he would mobilize against any attempts to weaken law enforcement. But as the cheers fade and the work begins, Mamdani now faces the challenge of turning bold campaign promises into real policy, while uniting a divided city and managing one of the largest municipal governments in the world. Whether celebrated or criticized, one thing is clear: Zohran Mamdani's victory has ushered in a new political era for New York City. Stay subscribed for more videos.